everyone, so final video review for this week is for Tales for Future Mornings by KD Rye. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below. If you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Tales for Future Mornings was a very, very intriguing story. Birdie shares a story about a world of people who are living with this disease that has affected some of the population, and it impacts the values the people of this society hold about beauty. So she's sharing this story with Teisel and George as they try to make it through a cold winter's night alive. So it's a story within a story, and I absolutely love this. It was very, very creative, very intriguing, captured my imagination, a very different approach to storytelling for this genre as well. So I was excited to learn about Birdie, Teisel and George. We got to know a little bit about them from their reactions to the story that Birdie shared, and it was kind of dystopian in a way, but really, like I say, captivating, really captured my imagination and made me think. I adored the characters in Birdie's story. Each and every one of them had their views. It was very reminiscent of a world we live in, which was a little bit freaky, but I loved that. It called out the society differences that we are less keen to admit to having, and this premise that beauty is held in the highest regard and is associated with success was so surreal, and it lent very, very well to those characters who challenged that and supported the people in this story, especially the two women who had fallen in love. There was a lot in here, and it's very difficult to say a lot about this story without giving away way too much. So it's one of those stories you have to read and experience for yourself. But all I can say is it was very hard-hitting in that although it's this completely different world, it's kind of like the world we live in, which is really, really scary, because there is a point where there is a certain look and a certain feel and a certain status and way of being and everything about you that screams success to outsiders looking in who know nothing about you. And so when somebody different is successful, it's not the norm, and it's challenged and it's talked about, and I think it's amazing that KD decided to explore such a raw subject, and I really liked Birdie's story and exploring all of this strange behaviour in society with her as they made it through this night. So I was hooked from the very beginning. Birdie's a fantastic narrator. Really kept you intrigued and kept it very, very exciting. You could understand how the friends needed the distraction, and it was going to help them make it to morning. And it was one of those stories with so much depth, and it was such a lovely way for them to connect, for one of them to tell a story, and then hopefully another one of them is going to tell a story at some point. And you didn't sort of know how much of it was just a story, like how much of it was just a story and how much of it was real to Birdie. I love that. It gave you a lot to think about. It was a really clever way to tell a story within a story and build empathy with a whole cast of characters. There's so many characters in here, and share that not everything is glamorous, but kindness can always be found, and kindness can be found in anyone or any situation. So I really loved that, and it showed a really human side to people as well. So I'm really hoping KD will do more stories like this. I really enjoyed it, and I loved this one. So I want to know what other wonderful tales Birdie, Teisel and George might share with us in future, and can't wait to find out what they are. So yeah, it was a really exciting book. I really, really loved it, and I hope you will too. So I'll pop a link in the description for you to go and grab a copy of Tales for Future Mornings by KD Rye, which I really, really hope you will. If you have read Tales for Future Mornings, please do comment. Please do let me know what you thought of the story. It's one of those talk about stories, because everyone's going to have a different view and a different take on it, and it's going to have been a different experience for everyone. So yeah, if you have read it, please do share, because it'd be great to know what you thought of it. If you haven't read it yet though, but you're intrigued by it, or it's on your to be read list, or you're thinking I really, really want to read that now, please do let us know, because it's always great to understand what you are interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really hope it's an experience for you and that you get lots of enjoyment out of it. Bye.